where she shot 0 for 8 from the floor. She was scoreless through the whole game.
Angel Reese may be the worst perceived superstar.
But that continues to be something that this team continues to struggle with, is turnovers. They can't turn the ball over. And when you're a team that's not an excellent offense.
The man stated, "I don't think Angel struggled tonight. I think we struggled as a team," Mars said. "It's not about Angel being..."
It was supposed to be her moment. Her chance to prove the doubters wrong, to silence the critics, and to stand shoulder to shoulder with the league's brightest stars. But instead of walking onto the court of the WNBA All-Star Game with confidence on fire, Angel Reese found herself walking out, escorted, humiliated, and seething.
There are honestly fans out there that think she's some kind of a top 10, 15, top 20 player.
I think Angel Reese is a good player. Like, she's solid. She's a great rebounder. Where y'all go wrong is trying to compare her to
team by any stretch of the imagination, and you keep having that amount of turnovers, it's going to be difficult to get in rhythm at any point in time.
The arena that was meant to celebrate her turned into a stage of public rejection. And by the time the news broke, the message was loud and clear. She's no Caitlin Clark. At least not in the league's eyes. It all started earlier in the week when all-star selections were announced. Reese made the roster, barely. After weeks of dominating headlines, not just for her rebounding and relentless motor, but for her attitude, her defiance, and her refusal to play the media's game. She was unapologetic, fiery, and bold. And while fans loved her intensity, league insiders weren't so sure.
Chicago Sky's struggle all on Tyler Marsh. I see the fans turning against him. I see the fans talking trash about him, all that good stuff.
The statistical number that has dropped today. Is she the worst starting power forward in the league?
Right, like, bruh, throw the ball out, fam. Like, bruh, you keep going up, missing it. You keep going up, missing it.
Behind closed doors, whispers of difficult, too emotional, and bad for PR began to swirl. Still, she was in. She had earned it. But even that didn't last. Just hours before the All-Star festivities were set to begin, news dropped like a bomb. Angel Reese had been removed from the All-Star lineup. No clear explanation, no official reason. Just a cryptic statement citing conduct not aligning with league standards.
Chicago Sky fans should be especially considering her teammate is on this list.
He's not a good enough player to have a rivalry with Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry. She's just not a good enough player. She's not good enough.
In the Sky's first 2 games. Since then, however, her shooting percentage has went from 22.7%.
Chicago's loss to the Fever forced them to 2-5 on the season. They were finally gaining traction, winning back-to-back games.
Immediately, social media lit up. What happened? Why her? Was it attitude? A conflict? A fight? Then came the footage. Leaked video showed Reese in a private WNBA team meeting earlier in the week, visibly agitated, raising her voice at officials, reportedly over being sidelined in league promotions in favor of Caitlin Clark. "I'm not your villain," she snapped. "I'm not going to be the bad guy just because she's the golden girl." The clip was only a few seconds long, but it was enough. The league acted quickly. Too quickly, according to many. Reese was pulled, benched, and then escorted out of the event by security. Not quietly, not discreetly, but publicly, deliberately. And the look on her face said it all. Pure fury. Eyes blazing, jaw clenched, she didn't flinch from the cameras. She didn't try to hide the emotion. She let it be seen.
Marsh mentioned that he doesn't believe Reese struggled to make an impact against the Fever.
Even if you are an Angel Reese, a Sky, there's no way you can watch her play and think she's as good as so many of these other. But there's no way.
Which at that point, the game was basically all but decided when it came down to it. And this is just it. It just keeps being more and more struggle.
She was set up, one teammate reportedly said afterward. They wanted her to crack, and when she did, they pounced. Comparisons to Caitlin Clark became impossible to ignore. Clark, the media darling, face of the new era, got the royal treatment. Front row interviews, commercial spots, glowing headlines. Reese? She got painted as the agitator, the villain, the problem.
I don't think it's all on the coach. I don't think it's all on the players. I think it's a good mixture. But fam, you're not about to sit here and
You miss layups when there's 0 people there sometimes. You think you gonna make it when it's 5 people there with they aren't? Like, come on, bro. Like, this is...
Angel Reese has got off to a rough start this season, as she has only made 5 of her 22 shots.
And this All-Star Game snub was the league's most public endorsement of that narrative yet. Fans erupted. Justice for Angel trended within an hour. Former players weighed in. If Angel Reese was a man, they'd call her competitive, tweeted one retired WNBA star. But because she's a bold black woman who doesn't smile for the cameras, she's too much. Others pointed out the double standard. Emotion in male athletes is passion. In Reese, it's a problem. But the league wasn't backing down. Sources close to the WNBA front office claim Reese had received multiple internal warnings about tone and media decorum, and the All-Star blow-up was just the final straw. They saw it as insubordination, a threat to the image they were trying to craft, and removing her from the game, that was them drawing a line in the sand. Angel, for her part, didn't stay silent.
Remember when everybody was talking about, oh, Angel Reese has been in the lab? This proves. Nah, I don't know what she's working on, but it's certainly not her inside game.
They lost by 35 and 25. Can y'all stop mentioning this girl with like, can we stop acting like that's even a rivalry? She
31.1 overall as a 6'4" power forward. That's awful.
Hours after the incident, she posted a simple message to her millions of followers. They can kick me out, but they can't shut me up. I know who I am. No apology, no retreat, just defiance. And that defiance is what makes her dangerous to the system and beloved by her fans. Because Angel Reese doesn't just play basketball. She challenges the league's narrative. She refuses to conform. She won't be boxed in as the heel to someone else's hero.
Angel Reese's struggles, finishing the game against the Fever with 4 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists.
How many of them step back threes? Because she was working on her step back threes a lot this summer. She was working on that a lot this summer, right? Shooting that 3.
I mean, she's talking about setting out to make more money. Are you shitting me? Can we pay you to sit out?
For taking bad shots, because offensively, we are not making it easy on anybody on this team to get in any type of rhythm offensively.
The fallout continues. Sponsors are staying silent. Teammates are divided. The league is scrambling to control the story. And the All-Star Game, overshadowed entirely by the absence of its most talked about star. But maybe that's exactly what Reese wanted. To expose the cracks. To show the public what happens when you don't play nice. When you don't smile on cue. When you refuse to be the supporting character in someone else's rise. She may have been kicked out, but she stole the show. Angel Reese is angry. She's hurt. She's been publicly humiliated. But make no mistake, she's also rising. Not because the league let her, but because she refused to stay silent.